Welcome
No,
to
ma'am,
Legal
you don't
Live
tell me
Wire.
to hold. No, ma'am, stop. Mute her.
The allegation that you tested positive for cocaine and it was confirmed by a lab on February 5th. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
That you failed to attend group therapy on the week of 2/5.
Guilty.
That you failed to PVT on 2/9.
Guilty.
All right, I'm going to accept the pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. Esperanza, I want you to know I talked to you yesterday. I talked to you when you came in for your probation visit. I have literally heard every excuse under the sun as to why someone tests positive for a substance that they didn't ingest. And I wish you could just be honest, because if you think for a minute that I think you didn't ingest this, you're wrong. You did. You did. You tested positive for it. It somehow ended up your nose, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
You
I
did.
have no reason to lie to you guys.
I know. I mean, I can't figure out why either, but you tested positive for cocaine.
Yes, I am.
So you did something with cocaine to test positive for it.
Yes, I was around people that were using it.
How Esperanza? Explain to me how you being in a room with people that did cocaine had you test positive for cocaine.
Well, I wasn't I didn't know that they were using, but my friend later in the night had told me, and I'd been sharing my drinks and stuff with her all night.
No. Okay. All right. Listen, Esperanza, we can't help you if you don't want help, if you don't want to be honest. And I mean, I just can't. And I know you got a lot going on, but it's like, how do I mean, I can't really even work with that. And like, you're not lying to me. You're lying to you. You're not hurting me. You're hurting you. Because this isn't my program. It's your program. And like what you get out of this is what you put into it. You know, and everything we talked about yesterday stands. Like, I believe all of that. I think you have so much potential. I think you can do so many things in your life. And I hate to see you limit yourself. And you've been in the program long enough that you know better.
Yes.
You know, and I know I know that the last month or two have been rough. Like, I get that. I know, right? I mean, I think you got to, and I see this a lot, you know, people get to a certain point in their recovery where they start to feel a little confident, right? Like, I can do this. I got
definitely
this.
think that I got way too confident.
Yeah.
I'm too comfortable with some people that, you know, I can't rely on people.
No,
That's not how it is. It's my program.
And it is, and it's your life, and you can turn it around. There are people in this program that have come in a mess and have left and now lead these productive, like, beautiful lives.
Right.
But like, that part's on you.
Yeah.
It's not like I can come down and beg you to do better. I can come down and offer words of encouragement, but like, ultimately, like, this is your chance. You've got 1.5 years left to make good choices. And yeah, your friends, whoever you were with, they suck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were here the other day. We had one of the women from treatment court went to jail and she was hanging out with her friends and, you know, ended up doing something with them she shouldn't have done. Were you here for that?
No,
Because I asked her when she walked to jail to go spend a week in county, I asked her to look behind her and did she see her friends? And she didn't. And you won't either. You're going to do your time alone.
Right.
They're not going with you. Like, your life is yours.
I know.
And it's so easy to blow it.
You know that I've done it for a couple years now, and I just want to have an easier life for sure.
Esperanza, you need a good sponsor.
Yes.
You need someone in your life that you can talk to, right?
Yeah.
So, and not, maybe it's not an old lady that smokes, you know, menthol cigarettes, and you know what, maybe it's someone, you know, closer to your age, or somebody that you can relate with.
Yeah.
You know, because you need someone you can call that's going to answer their phone, because this can't be your default.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not here forever. Kelsey's not here forever. I'm almost done lecturing everybody if you're curious, but like, we're not here.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of you, and we just want you to be in a position where you can do that.
Me too.
But you gotta hold yourself accountable, and anybody around you that is like,
Yeah,
I mean, I find it hard to believe as someone who had done coke before, that you couldn't tell that these people were on coke. I mean, the whole thing to me is kind of ridiculous, but listen, like your choices, like now you know, like those people, whoever it was, they're not good for you. Don't go around them anymore. Don't go out with them. You don't need a ride that bad. Do not do that.
I know.
Can't surround yourself with drug using peers. It's already in your order. So this is the time and date set for sentencing on this case. Ms. Hall had a small bump in the road, but otherwise has been doing incredibly well. So is there anything with respect to the pre-sentence investigation, counsel?
Your Honor, pre-sentence report is accurate. Mrs. Hall reports to me that she hasn't had anything to drink in approximately 5 months.
Good job.
The only concern she has, Your Honor, I think she's doing really well with the sobriety end of it. She has some financial issues. Her house is subject to tax sales in Detroit. And, you know, she owes taxes and everything. So, and she's being garnished on top of everything else. So 25% of her net income is taken off the top due to a civil judgment. So she's trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, so to speak, Your Honor, on these costs. So I'd ask the court, I think she's a really great candidate for the sobriety court, and she's doing well. If there's any way the court could work with her on the financial end, I think the terms are reasonable. And I know they're required by the sobriety court, the great majority of those terms. But I'd ask the court to consider if there's some way she could get some help with the SoberLink, because I think that's costing her about $400 a month. And in addition to the court costs of $150, there's just not enough.
She's not. What's that?
She's on the scram tether.
She's on the scram. Okay.
Is there any possibility of letting her just do the random testing now that
She's got to do. How many days has she been on the scram?
She's
8
been on
weeks.
since she came. She's almost done, I believe.
So she's getting the scram off. So she's got to do the 90 days. It'll go back to when we put it on her.
Okay.
So she should only. What does that mean? 8 weeks. I'm really bad at math.
Anytime soon.
9 weeks. Yeah, you've just got a few more weeks left on the scram. When you hit 90 days, Kara calls them, you come in, they take it off.
Yeah, I'm just about like a month and a half already behind. I think the new month comes up with the payment today, so just.
You're behind on the payments for the scram?
They're letting me make payments. I've got 100 for them today, but the new bill comes out today and I'm still like behind on the payment, so. You know,
All right.
I'm doing what I
They
can.
charge $100 fee for having to come in and testify. So we found that out when she told me about it, and I had asked them about it, so they added to her fees.
That's ridiculous.
Because I'm paying you to monitor it and then you.
Well, why would she pay that fee? Why would,
It's in
so
the
they're a
report.
witness. Well, I don't like that at all.
I agree.
I mean, how much money are we sending that? How much money, how many people in our program are we spending on GPS or scram tethers? And then they think they're gonna charge people. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. So I'll come down and talk to you and Matt about that today because they are not doing that. They're not. That's absurd. They can't charge for their testimony like that. Like then we'll find another tether company that will come in and not charge us $100 for them to testify. We ask them to come in how many times a year? Twice since I've been here. That's less than 1 time a year and they think they're gonna charge our people for that. That's not happening. That's not happening. They'll eat that or we'll find another company immediately. That's infuriating.
Sorry.
No, not to
No, it's
you,
not you.
not you. I think that's ridiculous that a company that we use because we trust them. And I have 60-something people in a treatment court wearing that thing for 90 days. I'm not good at math. I went to law school for a reason and not math school, but it's a lot of money. For them to not eat that $200, that's absurd. So that is not on you. That is, I'm frustrated with them that they would even try and charge for that. So let me say this, and we're not on YouTube because I want you to know, but I'm not gonna announce it to the world.